Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Bunch formation for these receivers. On the run, it's Durham. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star back, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Durham. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And it's not as easy as you think on these 3rd and shorts when you know. The football to get a stop, and the running back falls forward, but a great job by the defense getting the tackle back, not letting him get the first down, keeping him short, and now forcing the offense into decision time. Do they want to go for it early, make a statement, create some momentum? Big stop by this defense.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. He's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Turning it on! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got driven. snap it from the 26 on first down. To the air on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
On the option, and the ball is free on the pitch. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. First points of the day are on the board. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Another incompletion on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Durham. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter.
LSU 14, Texas A&M 0.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the running back able to get his hands on it, but what he couldn't do is keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On third down, going up top. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the corner. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some.
Wide open on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the Aggies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden op.
Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Lining up for the PAT.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the back. Caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Might be looking to run. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Aggies! The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block, guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll run it from the gun. Past the 40. Across the 25. He's got room. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there, and the defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bussey. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. Quick completion on the out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
It doesn't matter who it is. Receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open. You sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To the air, it's Reed. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Finding open areas. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They want to throw it. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. And to just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. When you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the O.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Power football with the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To throw, it's Reed. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Grab behind the line. It's Bussey.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the stats.
Rides the back and leaves it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Taking it the other way. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten getting away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
LSU.
Green 25.
Try to get it to the edge. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
He'll take it himself. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
On the direct snap, it's Durham. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Going right to work up top. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The cover...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Moss.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Rides the back on the option. The give. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Finds his man. It's Concepcion. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Aggies will snap it on first and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Texas A&M, 14.
So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Reed. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Oh, look out on the right. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown LSU. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
The Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on third and short. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to throw, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for the...
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Durham. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there. But as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. They'll run the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A run for the quarterback. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And they'll take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Fourth down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense.
Here we go.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. you're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.